Constructions, and Mike's been on a journey with his business the last few months, and just want to share with everyone, I guess, what that journey's been like, and where it's, I guess, where you've come from, where you're at the moment, and what you see for the business in the future. So maybe you could share with me, I suppose, where you're at, say 12 months ago in terms of your business, and what you're feeling like, what I suppose were the challenges for the business at that time.
Yeah, well, I guess sort of 12 months ago I had no direction and sort of no future prospects, and sort of just was floating around, didn't know where I was going.
So trade-based business, you had a carpentry business?
Carpentry,
yep. So you did your apprenticeship in Western Australia, is that right?
Yep.
And found yourself in the mid-north coast of New South Wales. And so you were doing, what sort of work were you doing at that time?
Well, we did a lot of framing work and things like that, and pretty much anything really, but at the time we were just doing lots of framing.
Yeah, subbing into a project home builder.
Right, yeah.
So what was the size of your team at that time?
There was usually three of us.
Three of you, yeah, right. And so I suppose you said you were lacking direction, feeling maybe, am I in the right industry? How do I get the best out of my skills in terms of providing for my family primarily? So you've got your wife and how many children?
I've got one and one on the way.
Yeah, beautiful. So that's exciting. Beautiful family, mate. And so 12 months ago, you've got that whole uncertainty and just looking for direction. And then what happened? What was the sort of catalyst that you said something's got to change? Do you know what that moment was?
Not exactly, but I was actually invited by Dave to attend one of your events, to engage with you actually.
Yeah.
And then from that phone call, I think it was 2 days later, I came to the event, and then I realised, well, wow, this is a learnable skill here. Like,
sure.
Why can't I learn it too?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right. So a mate has referred you to Inspired Trades Business Coaching, and you've come to a workshop, and I suppose I want to dwell on that for a second, because what you've said to me is you're strong with your trade skill. Like,
right.
I mean, I always assume with my clients that they know how to do their trade well,
yep.
and that's fair to say that was your
sure.
skill set. But the question was, how do I do business well,
exactly.
and how do I monetize my trade skill? I suppose
yep.
not just earn a living, but how do I get a profitable long-term business out of this industry?
Yep.
So you came to the workshop, and how did you feel leaving that event?
Well, just like your name says, inspired. Up until that point, I didn't think it was possible for me to change. I thought I would be stuck where I am forever, and that depressed me a bit. And then coming there, I came away invigorated and excited and ready to, take the next step and expand my knowledge.
Yeah, good. So Mike and I have been working together in a business coaching capacity since that time, and maybe you can share with me, I suppose, the start of some of the changes you started to experience. Was there mindset changes initially?
Oh, 100%. I think that's what's changed everything, is that mindset, and knowing that there is someone behind you, supporting you, that helps to fuel that mindset to keep going forward when the times get tough.
Yeah. So there was a mindset change initially, and then that opened you up to opportunities that maybe were already in the industry but that you hadn't previously exploited or taken advantage of.
Without a doubt, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So you went from that sort of three-man team that was doing subcontract work for Project Home Builder to what was the size of the most recent contract you completed?
Well, we were running a 10 to 12 man crew, doing a major works contract. And so, basically tenfold.
Yeah.
We were capacity of what we were already doing.
Yeah. So a tenfold increase in the space of less than 12 months.
Yep.
For the business. And so what does that look like financially? Has that opened up some opportunities that weren't previously there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah. And to be real, has it opened up some stresses and some fears in your life as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think it's all about having that mindset. You can deal with those fears because, you know, maybe in a previous, maybe 12 months ago, coming up to these sort of things, I may have retreated from the challenge.
Sure.
But now, going through a couple of challenging events, I know that when you are stressed and worried and stuff, that it'll pass. And just having that extra knowledge and mindset does get you through.
Yeah. So it's not about taking on unmanaged risk, but it's about exposing yourself to opportunities and stepping up to that.
Yep.
And knowing that your 4-minute mile is language we like to talk about. About my direction in the industry, and 12 months later you're looking at getting a builder's license for your new company.
Yep.
What did you ever see that? Could you have seen that 12 months in the future? And I suppose what's landed you on the decision to get a builder's license? Is that part of your 10xing your business and grabbing every opportunity that comes to you along the way?
Yeah, of course, for sure. 12 months ago I didn't even want to look at it because you hear all these horror stories of things going wrong, and now I kind of realise it's really a lack of knowledge that empowers those things to happen. So for me, knowing that I can learn the skills that are necessary and I can have the support I need, it's a much more viable prospect.
Yeah, great. Yeah, well, I suppose I want to shift your mind to say, okay, if you look 3-5 years down the track, what's your future look like now? What's your ideal business? What are you aiming for to get out of this industry in your business?
An element of success, I guess, is high up on the list, and what that looks like may shift. But I think it'd be nice to be in a position where the business runs itself, and I can have more time for my family and all those other important things.
Yeah. So financial freedom and some time to enjoy the financial freedom.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I'm seeing in your journey, mate, is that you're well on the way to achieving that, and I want to encourage you in that, and thank you for being part of our group, and really look forward to working with you in the future.